Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If I did not do an intro, I hope you're well. Happy 2025. This is the first video that I'm filming of the year, and I'm excited to just start off with a makeup chores video because, you know, new year, new me, that kind of thing. Excited to be productive, get some stuff out of my collection, declutter some products, and then deal with the products that I decluttered last year or panned last year and need to be recycled. But I thought we would start with a little declutter. So I've actually decided the products that I'm going to declutter, and that's what I have here. So I was planning, recently I've been thinking about a couple products that I just wanted to get out of my collection. I think I said in my inventory, at least with these two, for sure with this one, I was like, you know what? I have more palettes than I need, and I've had this one for so long that I just should declutter it. And so I gave myself a month to play around with it. I said at the beginning of 2025, I'm going to get rid of this because it simply needs to leave. And I had so much fun playing around with it. For me, this is just such a versatile palette. I use all four of these shades a lot. These brown ones too. I like that shimmer a lot. And then this one, that's a good brown for me. These are a little bit too deep, but I still get some use of them. And then all of these pink shades are so good, and then these ones are good for sort of the brow bone inner corner. And I guess it makes sense because it's such a big palette. I don't have any other palettes that have this many shades, so it makes sense that it's that versatile. But I think I could have convinced myself to keep this just based on how much I enjoyed using it this past month, but I really need to say goodbye to it. And I don't think I should pass this on to someone else because I've had it for so long. So I'm going to try to actually destroy this palette, remove all of the eyeshadows in there, but it seems like a big job, so we'll see if I actually get that done. You know, obviously you can keep powder eyeshadows for quite a long time compared to cream blushes, for example, but it's been a decade, so I think that, you know, it wouldn't be fair to pass this on to someone else. So there's that one. And then this is one that I recently decided that I should declutter because I haven't loved my experience with it. I expect I will talk about this more in my bi-monthly empties videos when I talk about all the products that I'm decluttering or finished over the past couple months. But it's just, I don't know, the part of it is the shade. It's too dark for me. It's not that dark, but because it's a darker shade than most of my blushes, I have to be careful with how much I use it, and sometimes it doesn't end up well dispersed. So I really have to work at it with my blush brush to make sure that it looks good on the cheeks. Whereas if you're using a lighter blush, you're not as likely to mess up because it's just easier to camouflage the issue. But it is so pigmented that if you apply too much, or if it is, you know, thicker in some places than others, you know, you have more in one area of your cheek, then it's just hard to cover that up. So I haven't loved the formula or the shade. I do like the packaging. I think this is cute, but I did get a couple of new cream blushes recently as presents, and because I haven't loved this, I think I should just pass it on. And then this one, just today, I decided to declutter it. I was looking at what products to use for my lipstick project pan in 2025 because I'm trying to get more use out of my dark lipsticks this year. That is what I've been saying for the last little while, and this was one of the products that I was planning to work on, but I put it on my lips. I'm wearing it right now. Such a pretty color. I actually really do like this shade on my lips, but the formula is not great, and it's dried out so much that it's really a struggle to wear. I will insert some pictures of myself right now and what it's looking like. It's just not great. And I know that better liquid lipstick formulas exist now, and in fact I have one very good liquid lipstick formula. So why am I forcing myself to use something that not only do I not like, but it's also kind of too old to use? And then there's one more product that I am planning to declutter. However, I'm not sure where it is at the moment. It is a NYX lip liner that I have never used. It was decluttered to me from a friend and she had also never used it. So it is brand new. It's a dark shade, so already it's harder to use than most. And I have quite a few dark lip liners that I similarly do not reach for. So that is one that I am okay with decluttering. Could not find it at the moment, but as soon as I do, that will also be leaving my collection. So just wanted to talk about some of the products that as a, you know, sort of like new year declutter, that is what is going on. Good luck to all of you who are trying to do a little bit of holiday time cleaning and decluttering. I am constantly trying to do that, but I have been pretty good about it recently. Partially because, you know, presents, like more things come into my life and then I'm like, oh my God, I don't have space for all of this. So now I have to get rid of some other stuff because of that. And it's just, it's impossible. It's an impossible, what's the word? Like cycle, I guess. Anyways, let's do some makeup destroying. I don't think that's the proper terminology. But these are all of my makeup empties from 2024. And some of these things I need to like excavate the product in them, do a little makeup chores. So let's do that now. Okay, first, this looks disgusting. So basically, do you remember, I don't even want to take it out of the package. This was a hair gel that I used to use, but then was like, this is too old. I'm just going to get rid of it. So I put it in this bag and then it started leaking everywhere. And I had it in this bag with these other, God, I don't even want to show you, with these, yeah, these little products that I excavated the product from already. This is not making any sense. But now it's just all disgusting and I can feel it's oily. So this whole bag is just going directly into the garbage. So that's great. Get that out of my life. Actually, I'm going to go do that now so that I don't have to think about this any longer. Okay, what else we got? So this primer, I panned / decluttered it at the beginning of the year. This was another one where I was like, okay, ultimatum, you are finishing this by the end of whenever that timeline was. And if you don't finish it, you're decluttering it. So there is still a bit more product in here. And so I would like to squeeze that out before I bring this to L'Occitane because it's not quite finished. I don't know if they can take, you know, products that are still have product within them. So that is one to deal with. Can you bring beauty blenders to L'Occitane? Like, can you recycle this? I actually don't know. We've also got, okay, look at this concealer. Part of that is just because of the way it was laying. I'm sure it was like that, but also I think it's expired. Let's give it a sniff. Why not? Ooh, not good. It smells very chemically. However, I'm not sure how I can, oh, gross, get product out of there, you know, or if I should just take it to L'Occitane as is. You can see the bottom, but that's partially, oh, now you can't anymore because the product is just congealing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to recycle this. This one also was decluttered to me and it smells off, so I'm probably going to try to squeeze that out. And yeah, I think that is it in this bag. That was better than I expected. So all of this stuff can, well, apart from these are just samples, so I'll just throw those in the garbage. I mean, I suppose I could, yeah, I could separate that and then put this part in the garbage and this part in the recycling. So this is the annoying thing where like you have to do so much extra work to actually appropriately recycle or like dispose of products. Random anecdote, but my friend had a party recently and so she had a bunch of empties, mostly wine bottles, and she literally like trekked around the city trying to find a place that would accept bottle empties. Not because she was so intent on making the like $5 or whatever it was that she would have gotten back, but because she wanted to make sure that they were appropriately recycled. Now, how big of a difference does that actually make? I don't know. I know that recycling is not the answer to the climate crisis, but that being said, I'm obviously still going to do my part. So that's why I'm here today. Anyways, yeah, that is it. All the rest of this stuff can go directly to L'Occitane, so that's great. I actually already made a trip to L'Occitane last week because I have so many empties, not just makeup, but also like skincare, hair care, etc., that I was like, I'm not going to be able to take all this in one go. Let's just make multiple trips. So my next one, I will take this stuff. So these are all of the products over the course of 2024 that I decluttered that I will not be passing on to someone else. These are all simply too old. I don't feel comfortable giving them to another person. So I decluttered a bunch of products that I am passing along, foundations, blushes, whatever. But these ones are all, I don't even want to say the number of years because I don't know for sure, but yeah, they're too old. But it's tricky because, like, for example, with eyeliners, I don't know if you can recycle these because it's so much more than just the packaging. There's so much actual product still in them. So I'm probably just going to take them to Lost to 10 and be like, I didn't know if you would accept these. So, you know, whatever you feel is best. So those ones will go to Lost to 10. This one, like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I want to squeeze out these full lip gloss. Maybe I'll squeeze out a little bit just because that would be fun on camera, I think. But I'm not going to do the whole thing because what is that going to save? Like, I would probably squeeze it out into, like, Kleenex or toilet paper or something. And, like, then I'm just using up a lot of toilet paper. So I'll squeeze out a little bit of those and then I will excavate. I know I keep saying excavate. I don't think it's the right word. This product. It's so pretty, I know, but it's so old. It's like, it's sticky. I don't think I should be using it. And then this one just has had the cap be gone for so long. It's been exposed to all the elements for so many years that I don't think that this should be used. So we'll deal with these ones. And yeah, this one I'm going to put in that category. And this one as well. Okay, so let's remove these. Is this part recyclable? Like, what even is this? I mean, it's sticky, so probably not. And, like, look at this fur. I don't know, man. Recycling and, like, waste education needs so much work. So much work. But I'm gonna recycle this as is. And then these. You know, I didn't have a great experience with any of these samples. I used to love getting samples when they were like the kind of DIY kind, you know, when you would be trying to figure out which foundation to buy and they would give you like a small amount of foundation in like a little pot and then you could take that home and try it out or like try a couple different types. That is how I actually found out whether or not I liked products. This does nothing. This is so little product. I have no idea if I like this or not. I don't know. It was pointless. So anyways, garbage, recycling, BRB. L'Occitane trip, so I will put this in this bag. And let's get to work on these. Okay, where to begin? My implements of choice. Usually I use this one and great. So don't have any paper towel at the moment. We ran out, so just gonna be using toilet paper and hopefully that works. Now we can actually see how much product is remaining in this because when I decluttered I was like, oh, I have no idea how much is left, you know? All right, I'm gonna zoom you in for this. Oh, this is not coming out. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is not pleasant. Oh. Y'all, is this inappropriate? This looks so weird. Oh my. All right. I think we're done. Yeah, we're gonna call it quits. That's a lot of product. I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Like the texture really changed. It got more solid. It looks like spaghetti. What? Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. Oh my. Y'all. Okay. One down. Let's hope the rest will not be that disgusting. Have you ever seen anything like that? Oh my. That would have taken a long time to use up. Let me tell ya. No regrets on decluttering it. Okay, the next one. Let's do the eyeshadow. Let's do this. Ooh. This is kind of satisfying because the texture is like gloopy. It's not coming off super cleanly, as you can see, but there we go, that one came off cleanly. It is still satisfying. It's like little glittery snakes. I think I'll wipe out inside there. I think I did a video like this last year, either end of 2023 or beginning of 2024, where I showed all the products that I was having to just throw out like this, products that I couldn't declutter or didn't feel comfortable decluttering to someone else because they were so old. And basically I said I don't ever want to be just throwing out this much product again. Like it makes me feel awful that I'm not able to use up my products. And I still feel that way, but I didn't declutter as many products as I planned this year, which makes me feel really great. And I feel like I had less that I outright threw out than I did in the past. And that is the ultimate goal. Like, eventually I want to get to a point where I'm not throwing out any makeup. I'm either decluttering or I'm panning myself. And we're not there yet, but hopefully 1 year. All right, 2 products down. Let's squeeze out a bit of these. I wonder if the textures will be different. Ooh. Oh, whoa, look, that first chunk is like clear and then it turns like peach colored. Let me give it a sniff. It does not smell good at all. It's not as bad as the e.l.f. concealer, but does not smell good. Why not squeeze the whole thing out? It's kind of fun. It looks similar to the Becca primer, to be honest. The squiggles, the spaghetti. Okay. Oh, I touched it by accident. Okay, I think, oh no. This gets messy. All right, I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna say we're good. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. It's like coral colored noodles. Gross. Oh, I keep touching it. Oh. At least this was a mini. This one's so much bigger. I never use this. My friend decluttered it to me and I think I tried it one time. I was kind of like, oh, lip gloss, I don't want this. And then I sniffed it and it smelled bad. So I was like, oh great, I can just throw it out. Perfect. All right, 3 down. This ends, my hands are already so sticky. It still smells the way it used to. It doesn't smell bad, but I had tried to put this in my makeup bag, daily makeup bag. I had tried to organically use this for a while. I don't know if I ever had it in a project pan, probably at some point, but I just never reached for it. Part of it was because I knew how old it was, so I didn't want to, but I struggle with lip glosses. You know this if you've watched my videos before. Anyways, let's squeeze it out. Ooh. Look at that. Oh my god, the garbage is gonna be so disgusting. I should probably throw out the garbage after this. Because I kind of want to squeeze it all out. I know I said I wasn't going to, but This one's a lot goopier than the other one. Like, those two stayed in their respective squiggles. This is just one big gloopy mess. In all my years of videos, I don't think I've done this before. I've done similarly wacky product emptying, but never like this. Okay, let's call that good. Let's call it empties. Wow, so many years of this being completely full and just never changing, no matter how much I used it. Which, to be clear, was not that much. And now it's like empty. It's done, and it looks like that. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let's do this blush. Let's dig in there. Oh wow, it's not that deep. I had 2 of these in different shades, and the other one I managed to declutter it to someone else because it wasn't missing its cap like this. It was in a lot better condition and it was a nicer shade overall, but because of that I never, you know, got anywhere near the bottom, so I had no idea how deep it was. And you know, this is a really old blush. I'm not sure of the year, but probably it's 10 years old, and they don't make them anymore for sure. But I've actually never seen anyone talk about these blushes on YouTube. At least I probably did back in the day. Like, that's probably what got me to buy one. I was influenced. Oh, that piece is all coming out in a nice chunk. But hey, I bet you've never seen someone do that. I am worried that this is gonna like come out of the bounds of that toilet paper. Wow. Wow. Okay. I tackled the easy stuff first because I am so intimidated by the idea of, yeah, dealing with that. So let me get rid of this, maybe take out the trash, and then I'll come back and get to work on that. Also, if you have noticed, I have press-ons, except this one refused to stick, so I just like did this design myself, and I feel like I've gotten away with it for the most part, but you know, you can't look too closely. Press-ons has been an interesting experience for sure. I'm just not sure I'd recommend them. I'm not going to get into it today, but anyways, let's do this. Oh my god, let's take before and after pictures. There's so few shades that I never touch. Like, I think this one, you can tell, never used it. Let's try it out, just so that it gets used once. The shades have definitely faded, like they're not as pigmented as they used to be, but still such a good variety of colors for my particular preferred shades, if that makes sense. Like the type of eyeshadows that I like to use. Probably also never used that one. That like grayish mauve. No, not for me. Not for me at all. I've never even come close to panning an eyeshadow palette, so none of my palettes have ever, or honestly probably will ever, look like this. I find it super impressive when people do that, but even panning one single eyeshadow is really impressive to me. Like, I think I've only finished a handful of eyeshadows in my life. I'm gonna use this end actually. Maybe 3. Oh. It's just not something I focus on because it feels so unachievable. Like blush is hard to pan, don't get me wrong, but it's doable. you could finish a blush. If it's a blush that you really like and you already have significant organic progress on it, this is probably my favorite eyeshadow in this palette. Bye. Yeah, if you have a blush that you have a lot of progress on, and it's one that you find easy to reach for, and it's not super pigmented, so you know you're actually making progress on it with every time you use it, then you could finish it within a year, you know? But wow, that looks so much more hot pink when I've scooped it out. But yeah, eyeshadow, I think it's also because I don't wear eyeshadow all the time, right? And not that I wear blush all the time, but if I am wearing any makeup at all, blush is going to be on my face. So I get more use out of my blushes than I do from my eyeshadows. And also there's just so many more eyeshadows, right? Even though I have a big blush collection, I've never had more than like 15 at a time. And with eyeshadow palettes, you know, I might have 12 at a time, but then within each palette, there's gonna be 6 to 18 shades. So I just, yeah, people who pan eyeshadows, I'm like, wow. I mean, I am dedicated to project panning. Even I am not that dedicated. And I don't even think that it's something that I aspire to. I'm gonna have to do so much cleanup after this. All of 2024, I was aspiring to do a dark lipstick project pan. This was another one of my favorite shades. In 2025. And now I'm starting one, which I'm excited about. I don't know, like there's certain things that I'm like, oh, I've never done that before, but I want to try doing that. I don't even think I would want to try panning eyeshadows. Not even eyeshadow palettes. Like, I don't want to try to pan a single eyeshadow because that kind of dedication just would not work for me. I already struggle to use each of my palettes as it is. This palette was in my first ever order from e.l.f. I'm pretty sure this was my friend and I'm not going to tell you when, but we both really wanted to try a bunch of e.l.f. products, and so we put in an order. So we each put in what we wanted and we split the shipping, and we were so excited. So excited to try all these products from e.l.f. And this was my first eyeshadow palette at the time. I'm pretty sure I didn't have any at that point. I'm just giving up at this point on keeping things tidy. And I didn't like this one at first. It took until recent years to actually enjoy this palette. And now I wish I had gotten more use out of it. I'm honestly just rambling at this point. I don't know. I feel like I need to say something while I'm doing this. Like, I don't want it to just be sped up audio. It might be anyways, because this is taking so long. But I feel like I need to say something, even if I'm saying absolutely nothing. Oh my god. I did it. I did it. Wow. It looks so rainbowy. It looks like, even though it's not actually, it's mostly a pink and brown palette, it looks like there's every single shadow shade in there. The results. The disaster. Wow. Look at that. That is it. These are all the products that I did some makeup excavation on today. thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've ever done anything like this yourself, and if you enjoyed it, and if you would want more videos like this. I don't do makeup chores videos very much anymore because they don't get a ton of engagement, and also I don't really have that many makeup chores to do. Like, I don't find cleaning my brushes that interesting to film. Yeah, I just like don't really have other makeup chores. So this is gonna be it probably until, I probably only do one video like this per year. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think, and happy 2025 again.